Hello there, Harry Potter fans. This is Neil from Family Game Time today, and I'm bringing you Chapter 4 of LEGO Harry Potter Years 1 to 4. I'm glad to say that this is turning out to be a fantastic pastime of mine, and I'm enjoying doing these videos so far. So feel free to follow the pathway away from the Quidditch pitch. This is going to be quite a short video today. Considering there isn't very much more story to do between levels. So we're pretty much going to go back up to the castle and start Chapter 4. So head back across the bridge, and you'll be greeted by a cutscene displaying Christmas as soon as you get inside the door. So now that everyone's wearing funny little hats, you want to head to the Gryffindor Common Room to open your presents. And once you go inside here, that'll pretty much be it, and we'll start Chapter 4. She still can't sing, can she? She never will. Alright, so whoa, loud noise. Okay. Alright, so Chapter 4 is called the Restricted Section, and this allows us to use Harry's invisibility cloak. So that's pretty cool. So Harry now has a green, quote, spell that he can use. The invisibility cloak allows him to go invisible. Who would have thought? There are 2 books around this room. As you can see, the red books here. You just want to walk up to them and hit triangle. Make sure you are wearing the invisibility cloak before you do that. Once you defeat both, the ghost you see up there is going to release the cauldron we need to get through the door that Dumbledore just locked. You see Mrs. Norris floating around too. If she just annoys you, just jinx her. It's pretty standard to defeat Mrs. Norris as much as possible. So this level is actually one of the first levels where it's very difficult to get True Wizard. True Wizard for this level is about 60,000 studs. It is exactly 60,000 studs. And there are 2 purple studs in this level if you know where to look for them. I highly suggest you pick them up because it is very, very difficult to get True Wizard in this level. Even by picking up the purple studs, you will just make it. So there's one right there behind the little bookshelf on the left side. One of the purple studs. As you can see, we're up to 14,000 already. Yeah, it's just go around the room, pick up any studs you can because you will need them. The first thing you want to do is check out these little flower pots here. There's 6 of them, 4 in this area and 2 in the next. You will have to get all 6 of them if you want the Hufflepuff crest. As I said, pretty much anything gives you studs in this level. However, it is still very difficult to find the 60,000 we need. So there we now. We have 4 of the 6 in this area. So let's head over here, and you can knock the books off the shelves, jinx the desks. You see the blue stud there in the corner that you can grab. Just try to grab any studs you see, because again, it is very difficult to get True Wizard in this level. I actually, doing it here was the first time I ever got True Wizard in this level on the first try. Probably because I figured out where there's a second purple stud. So yeah, just scour around, check and make sure you actually have them all before continuing. Now over here on the left, you want to jinx that bookshelf, and you're going to see a blue Lego pieces come out. So you want to use Wingardium Leviosa on them, and that will give the book to the gentleman. Again, a blue stud comes out, but he knocks some books down for you. If you jump on this, Ron will help you up, and you can climb up here. You can jinx the book on the shelf, use Leviosa on the other books for some studs. Most notably is that the second purple stud is up here behind this wall of ice. In addition to one of the ingredients we need for our potion. So feel free to use Wingardium Leviosa on the pot next to it to get the fire. If you angle the camera the right way, you can actually see some studs right there. You can actually see the spinning studs there. There's a blue, a gold, and a purple. So just head on in there, and there's another blue as well. So you pick that up. Now you're at 36,840 studs, roughly. And like I said, that's over half already, which is a good start. You got your popsicle. So go ahead and throw that in the cauldron. If you haven't already, head back up there. There's a picture frame you can interact with. It just gets you studs. It doesn't actually get you anything other than studs, but studs are necessary. There's also a spider web there you can jinx that will release studs as soon as another one comes down. Pick up all you can. Let's just jinx that painting, and the bird will come out of the painting. You want to follow it over here to where the cauldron is, and when the bird comes down, it'll crash and release a bunch of studs. So I think we're ready to get the other two ingredients. So what you want to do is you want to jump up on here and come up top here, and you'll see a bunch of flowers here, and you'll see that one of the flowers is glowing. So after you're finished taking out all these stud-filled flowers, oh man, didn't really want to fall down, but I guess if you want the studs, it's good to fall down. Head back up, and you'll see a glowing flower here that you can pick up. So just destroy all the flowers you can, because like I said, they're very useful for studs. You can also be using Guardian Leviosa on two of these plants over here, which will grow a little plant ladder so that you can reach up here without needing a second player, or a computer for that matter. So grab the flower. I'm sorry guys, I am still recovering from my cold, so my throat and my voice is a little raspy. I apologize. So let's put the flower in there. Now we're going to need to get our spider, which is our third ingredient. You can either go up the other way, or you can go back up via the little plant ladder we just made. But it's honestly easier to go up this way. Simply because we want to advance. So just head over here, and if you still haven't gotten these books knocked off the shelf, please feel free to knock them off the shelf. Just I want to stress how important it is to get all the studs we can. Head up here, and you want to jinx this bookshelf half a dozen times. It's only about 3, but just destroy it as much as possible. And you'll get a bunch of studs and the spider. Jump down from there, throw the spider in the cauldron, and then stand back as the door explodes. Perfect. So now you can head into the second area, the restricted section itself. Once you are absolutely certain you've gotten all of the studs you possibly can, just seriously, check it out. You never know where you're going to miss some. And jinx Mrs. Norris because, well, jinxing Mrs. Norris is fun. Maybe not for Filch, but, you know. So in this next area, we actually have to avoid Filch and Mrs. Norris. Actually, Mrs. Norris can be very helpful if Filch is coming after us. So what you want to do is you want to sneak up around the top there and jinx the books. You want to come in here. We're up at about 40,000 studs right now, so about 20,000 away from True Wizard. Using Guardian Leviosa on the ladders to be able to reach the blue stud in this area here. Pick up the green pipe, and you can head around the corner here and attach it to where the other pipes are. Little color matching challenge here opens up the gate, and you'll see that there's a key in here followed by yet another blue stud up at the top there. So another ladder over, jump up the ladder, get the blue stud. You are able to knock the books off the shelf as well, so feel free to do that. There's books all over the place. This is the library after all. So let's jinx these books, put them back, get some studs out of it. 45,000 studs, so we're about 15,000 studs away from True Wizard. Like I said, try to avoid Filch. If you do get caught by Filch, it is possible to get him off you by switching to your other character and jinxing Mrs. Norris. It's the best way to do it. But albeit it's probably better if you just avoid Filch altogether. He's actually kind of silly. He doesn't even notice you standing there. See, if you jinx Mrs. Norris, he'll go running towards it. There's also the 5th of the 6 flower pots, and the 6th one's right here. There you go. Hufflepuff crest. Perfect. Once you think you've got all the studs you can go over here to where we opened that gate. Don't forget the spider web if you want to get the spider web, and just grab that key. The key will open the gate into the next area. 52,000 studs. So only about 8,000 away. I think we're doing pretty good because there's a few blue studs in the next area, and there are a couple blue studs in the final area as well. So just open the gate here. The blue studs in question are again up ladders, so use Wingardium Leviosa to get up the ladders. You can find probably, yep, there's one in the bottom corner of this room as well, behind the pillars. You could probably find one. Already almost done this level. Right, that's why I said it's a quick level. So use Leviosa to pull the ladder over to grab your blue studs. 56,000. Same thing over here. Leviosa to pull that over. 57,000. It's getting tight. I could have sworn there was a blue stud over here, but apparently there isn't. Unless I already got it. Who knows? Oh, I must have got it already. Okay, well, jinx the desk and the books. Switch to Scabbers, so Scabbers can go up top here, and he'll knock down the other half of the door handle. Switch back to Ron and use Wingardium Leviosa to put the door handle back on and open the door into the final area. Once you're sure you've got everything, feel free to head into the next area. Double check the corners. Make sure you got all those blue studs. We are only about 1,860 studs away from True Wizard. I believe there are 2 blue studs in the next area. And this area is the mirror room. You can see a blue stud right in the front here. So that brings us to 59. And right there, 59, 610, 720. We're doing pretty good here. Doing pretty good. Only 60 studs away. There it is. True Wizard. Excellent. So like I said, we just made it. And to finish off this level, what you want to do is you want to jinx these 3 spider webs around the room. This will release the Slytherin crest. There's some more studs. Yeah, it's not too bad. 61,460. Use Lumos Salem to go inside here. There again, there's a blue stud. Release the 2 bats. Then you want to stand in front of the mirror. Just jinx the 2 bats, and they'll lift up the thing, and you can walk up to the mirror once they're gone. Alright, cool. Level complete. Excellent. So that's chapter 4 down. We've only got 2 more for year 1. After this, we'll do to year 2, year 3, and year 4. Hopefully we'll 100% the game together. If you liked the video, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. We're always looking for more subscribers and people who are interested in these videos. If you have any questions, also feel free to supply in the comments. Hopefully we'll have chapter 5 up before you know it. It's the Forbidden Forest. This is Neil from Family Game Time, signing off.